Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
System.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Afternoon everyone. Gelap ya? Waalaikumsalam. Come in. Oh iya, iya. Guys, wait a minute ya. Okay, wait a minute. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sorry everyone, I have something to do. Okay, what about your assignment in the last meeting? The activity too. Have you already sent to the WA group, all of you? Hello? Hello, 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 hello. Is there anybody home here? Hello? Hello? Semangat dong semuanya. Come on, keep spirit. Yang pada lemas semua kayaknya nih. Sudah pada ngopi belum?
Mau apa? Nurul lagi makan.
Aduh. Ayo. Good afternoon, Mr. Fadli. Come on, guys. Come on. What about your assignment? Is there any difficulties when you did your assignment? Is there any difficulty? I think it's very easy, right? Hello.
Halo, Sir.
Halo.
Aku dicuekin di sini, ya Allah, sedih banget gue.
Gaspol, saya juga gaspol.
Halo, Mister.
Should I leave this meeting today? Should I leave it?
Gaspol,
No.
sir.
Aduh. Come on. Oke, kemarin yes, in the last meeting you already did your assignment, which is about the opening of presentations. Yeah. Like you fill in the blank and you match it. The sentences, fill in the blank. And today we're gonna, we would like to discuss about the main content, the content of business presentation. The main content in business presentations. Okay, wait a minute. I'll share the screen. Can you see? Can you see it? Okay, this one. This one. Today we're going to talk about content in business presentation. Are you ready to join the class from now until the end of the class today? Are you ready? Are you ready? Krik, krik.
I'm ready. Nggak ada suaranya ya, Nurul ya?
Kayak gue ngomong sendiri di sini.
Ditemenin sama Nurul kok, Pak.
No.
Terus makannya deh. Udah, Nurul.
Enggak apa-apa. If you wanna eat, please eat. It's okay, Nurul. Nurul, jangan lupa makan, itu mah wajib. Sambil nyimak nggak apa-apa.
Nggak enak.
Nggak apa-apa, santai aja. Off camera if you eat, please off your camera, is okay. Thank you for someone who already accompany me here, yeah, who already tune on the camera, yeah. So I have a friend here. Allahu Akbar. Okay, thank you very much. Today we're gonna talk about content in business presentations. Ya, jadi kemarin yesterday in the last meeting, I mean, we already talk about opening is how to greet your audience, how to welcome your audience. And today we're gonna talk about the content in business presentations. What are the content in business presentation? See that this is the outline here. But before that, let's start by reciting Basmalah together if you are Islam religion. Let's begin by reciting Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, these are the outline of our presentation today. Of our meeting today. There are 5 outlines here. The first one is signposting. Signposting, and with sense of talking visuals, talking number, talking about visual, and also talking about trends. Yeah, these are that we're gonna learn today. Okay, this is the objective here. In the end of this course, you are able to use, it's hope you are able to use signposting to explain the content of presentation as well as sometimes signals. And the next one also, the students, you are able to use signposting to explain some other issues in detail, including talking about difficult issues, referring to other topics, adding ideas, reporting bad and good news, and also explaining possible outcomes. Yeah, that's the objective. Yeah. Next one is also still the objective of our meeting today. You are able, it's hope you are able to use a variety of expressions to say numbers in English for different contexts. Yeah. And also you are able to recognize some types of visual and use a variety of expression to introduce visuals. Okay. Okay, now there is a question here. What is signposting mean? Apa sih?
Arah,
Penunjuk arah, ada yang jawab penunjuk arah. Penunjuk arah siapa? Master ya? Okay, another one. What is signposting means? Yeah. Mas Leoni. Apa tahu nggak sih signposting itu apa? Signposting in business presentation, in the content of business presentation. Signposting. Wendy, maybe? No? There's no idea what is? Okay. Mas Doni, maybe? Mas Doni? Is there any idea? What? Signposting? No?
Memperlihatkan produk, Pak.
Memperlihatkan produk. Oke. Can be. Siapa lagi ya? Aldi. Do you know what is signposting means? Tadi ada yang petunjuk ya, apa? Penunjukan, ada yang memperlihatkan produk. Another one, maybe. No? Okay, let's go to what is signposting means. Signposting is to move, is needed to move on to the next point or change directions effectively is signposting. Jadi signposting itu adalah petunjuk untuk pindah ke poin selanjutnya, kayak gitu ya. From the opening to the contents. That's science posting, or to the first point to the next point, it can be, or we move to the first topic to the next topic, or to the second topics. Okay. Oke, guys ya. To create good presentations ya. Jadi sign posting itu adalah hampir benar semuanya tadi itu ya, penunjuk untuk apa namanya itu menunjukkan sebuah produk, atau kita kalau di dalam presentasi itu sendiri kita pindah move from this word to the next word, move from this point to the next point ya, gitu. It is important to have clear structure in delivering the content.
Sir.
Sorry, Andrian, gimana Andrian? Halo, Andrian, gimana? Andrian Satria Karim, gimana?
Present katanya.
Oh, present, oke. Oke. Thank you, Mas Andrian Satria Karim. Jadi itu ya, sign posting itu tanda perpindahan teman-teman dari apa poin yang pertama ke poin kedua, dari from the opening to the content or to the next point, kayak gitu ya. It is important to have clear structure in delivering the content of presentation. Ini sangat penting untuk apa? To have clear structure ya, untuk apa namanya kita bisa memiliki apa? Dengan clear ya, kita bisa menyampaikan dengan secara terstruktur konten daripada sebuah presentasi kita sendiri. What are the types of sign posting? This one. Jadi types of sign posting itu the process of sign posting are utilized to assist the audience through a presentation. Jadi frasa-frasa yang digunakan di dalam sign posting itu dikelaskan, ditunjukkan to assist untuk apa namanya itu untuk mengguidance the audience through presentation dalam sebuah presentasi. Types-nya apa aja? The first one, the types of sign posting are starting a point and what is coming. Starting a point and what is coming. What is mean by that? Starting, Ridwan Prasetya. What does it mean by starting a point and what is coming? The step of sign posting. Jadi starting kita mulai pembicaraan terkait dengan konten yang akan kita bicarakan dan apa yang akan kita bicarakan. That's starting a point and what is coming. Ya, kita memulai pembicaraan kita terkait dengan kontennya tersebut, and what is coming, apa yang akan kita bicarakan itu, gitu. Kita jelaskan kepada apa audiens kita. Jadi podcast dari Kobuzer biasa. Okay. Below are the expression used when you want to start to talk about the topic. Jadi ketika kita mau memulai pembicaraan terkait dengan topik yang kita bicarakan, ada beberapa, there are some expression that you can use it. This step is used to start talking about the topic in the beginning of presentation or talking about new topic. Nah, tipe ini tuh dipakai atau digunakan untuk memulai pembicaraan terkait dengan topik yang akan kalian presentasikan. Okay. First one, I can use this one. You can use this sentence. In this part of my presentation, I would like to discuss. Yeah, in this part of my presentations, after you start your opening, yeah, so you move on to the contents, right? So when you want to talk about the content, so you can use this expression, which means starting a point and what is coming by using this word, by using this sentence, by using these expressions. In this part of my presentation, I would like to discuss blah, blah, blah. Tell your point. What will you discuss there? What will you discuss there? Okay, next. You can use also this word, this expression. So let me give you a brief overview about blah, blah, blah. That's you may use it. In this special occasion, I would like to describe about tell your content, tell your topic. Yeah. Next one, first of all, I would like to talk about blah 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 blah. Okay, edit ya. That's for Waalaikumsalam. Wait a minute ya. Okay, we move on to the next point. Got it, yeah? For starting a point and what is coming, you may use these expressions. Yeah, there are five or six there. Or you can use another expression. You can use it. Yeah. Welcome, Mr. Fajar. Okay.
Sorry, sir. I'm going home.
Okay.
It's rain.
Oh, it's raining again. It's same like my place there here. It's also raining now. Okay, next point. Moving on and start to another point. Moving on to start another point. After you start your starting your point, the first one, starting your point and what is coming. So you move on and start to another point. This type is useful to move on to the next topic in the presentation. Jadi tipe ini tuh digunakan untuk pindah dari topik dari yang sebelumnya, pembukaan sebelumnya ke poin yang selanjutnya. You can use this one. You may use this one. Okay, wait a minute, guys. Sorry. Okay. You may use this expression in this part. Then the next topic will be kayak gitu ya. Jadi setelah topik pertama kalian bahas, misalnya mau pindah ke topik selanjutnya, if you want to move to another topic, you may use this one. For example, in your presentation you have two topic there. In your presentation you have two topic. So if you wanna move on, if you're gonna move on to another topic, you may use this one. Or you move on to another point. For example, in your presentation, you have 5 points what you want to discuss. So you might use this expression to moving on to the next step or to the next point. Then you may the first one. Then the next topic will be. Yeah. or finally we are going to discuss about blah blah blah. Kayak gitu ya. Get it? Next, this leads directly to the next topic. Kayak gitu. This leads directly to the next topic or to the next point. You may use that one. Yeah. Or this bring us to the next point. It can be that. Let's now move on to, after discussing this topic, let's turn to, jadi setelah kita bahas topik yang pertama, kita lanjut ke topik yang selanjutnya. This is the idea of signposting. What about the third type of signposting, which is finishing a point gitu. If you already talk about your topic, already discuss your topic in the presentation, so you have to finish your point. You have to finish your presentation by using some expressions here during your presentation. Well, I have taught you about blah blah blah. Yeah, that's all I have to say about. Jadi untuk finishing point itu teman-teman harus kasih tahu ke mereka bahwasanya mungkin itu saja yang telah cukup saya sampaikan gitu. That's for finishing a point. We have a look at so much for this brings me to the end of my second point kayak gitu ya. Okay. That's for finishing a point. What about the next part? Stating and referring to fact. Anyone can, anyone can definite this one. What is mean by stating and referring to fact means? Mas Tegar maybe. What is mean by stating and referring to fact in your presentations? Stating and referring to fact. Coba ditranslatein. Gimana sih itu? Stating and referring to fact. To the fact. Not fake ya, not fake. Fact. Fakta-fakta. So, stating and referring to the fact. So, in your presentation, it means that you have to state and refer to fact. Ya. In your presentation, di dalam presentasi kita harus have to have references. Have to have the references. Referensinya ke siapa sih? Fakta mana sih? Kayak gitu loh. You have to input this one. You have to input the fact or stating from someone who is stated these definitions. You can use this one. So during a presentation, it is important to refer to several facts stated by some expert or researcher. Nah, as I already said to you last time, that it is important ya. Jadi stating and referring fact itu sangat penting dalam dalam presentasi. It is used to strengthen the validity and reliability the information in the presentation. Kenapa sih penting gitu? Ini untuk menguatkan teman-teman biar pada percaya pada orang yang mendengarkan kita, someone who hear your presentation akan lebih percaya kayak gitu ya, menguatkan validitas dan reliabilitas sebuah sebuah informasi kayak gitu. Tergantung dengan dibicarakan diambil dari mana sih gitu, menurut siapa sih kayak gitu ya. It is used to strengthen the validity and reliability of the information. Jadi kita merujuk kepada expert, atau para ahli, or para peneliti. Bisa juga pada sebuah fakta-fakta yang terjadi, yang semua orang pada tahu. Ya, that's common one in, for example, about COVID, data about COVID-19 gitu. Pada tahun 2019 ada kematian segini, menurut data, misalnya menurut data pemerintah DKI Jakarta, bahwasanya yang sembuh COVID, orang yang sembuh dari COVID-19 itu ada beberapa ribu, kemudian yang meninggal ada beberapa ribu, kayak gitu. Yang terkena dampaknya daripada COVID tersebut ada berapa juta, kayak gitu. That's apa? We have to revert from the top, from the fact. Itu that's fakta-fakta yang terjadi di lapangan itu. Or bisa juga from the expert or the researcher. Below are the expression. Got it ya? Got it? Jadi kalau kita dalam presentasi jangan sampai kosong tanpa ada pendapat-pendapat dari orang lain. Jadi atau fakta-fakta yang terjadi di lapangan itu. Kita harus sampaikan itu. Fakta atau kejadian-kejadian di lapangan, yang fakta-fakta yang terjadi, atau pendapat-pendapat daripada para ahli atau peneliti. You may use this expression for stating the fact. Maybe for stating the fact, you may use everyone knows that. Semua orang tahu bahwasanya COVID-19 di Indonesia itu sangat meningkat, kayak gitu, ya kan? Semua orang tahu bahwasanya sekarang pemerintah Indonesia mewajibkan kita untuk vaksin, rakyatnya untuk vaksin. Semua orang tahu itu. That's fact, fakta-fakta yang terjadi. Everyone knows that. You can use this expression for stating the fact, ya. Not fake, ya, not fake. Fact. It is a fact that, ini fakta bahwasanya bla bla bla. Kayak gitu. That's for stating the fact, ya. What about for referring to the fact? Referring to the fact. We may use this one. Based on bla bla bla. Bahasanya fakta yang terjadi saat ini. Stating the fact itu kan kita menunjukkan fakta. Or referring the fact itu kita merujuk kepada fakta. Or according to Mr. Doni Wahyudi or Mr. Wahyudi in 2012 said that, bisa juga seperti itu, or according to Mr. Kurniadi gitu ya. Jadi kalau kita di dalam bahasa Inggris itu kita kalau menyebutkan merujuk kepada seseorang, pendapat seseorang, kita nggak menyebutkan nama pertama, nama terakhirnya ya. Kalau is Dewangga, Dewangganya yang dipakai. Kalau Muhammad Soleh, Solehnya yang dipakai, kayak gitu. Soleh habis itu dalam kurung tahun 2021, 2020, or 2030 begitu ya. Misalnya teman-teman nanti jadi peneliti teknologi kayak gitu ya. Nanti orang-orang kan pada ikut pendapat teman-teman yang telah ditulis di buku atau paper or news or another one. Kayak gitu ya. Referring to the fact, according to bla bla. According to tuh bisa kita merujuk kepada seseorang, it can be for someone, persons, or can be the fact also. Bisa orang, kita bisa gunakan according to tuh bisa untuk orang, bisa untuk fakta-fakta yang terjadi di lapangan. Oke? Got it everyone? Oke. Next.
Get it, sir.
Oke, Mr. Soleh. Thank you. Next, clarifying argument and giving opinion. What is meant by that? Okay, let's see the paragraph here. Providing argument and opinion are also important during a presentation. Coba yang bisa translatein dong. Ayo, come on. Providing argument and opinion are also important during your presentations. Jadi ketika kita untuk menyediakan atau membuat sebuah pendapat atau opini itu cukup penting dalam sebuah presentasi. Jangan do not only refer to someone or do not only refer to the fact. I mean, ya. You have to have your own argument. You have to have your own opinion. Ya. Jadi harus punya opini sendiri. After you refer to someone, someone's definitions or argument, you have to have your own argument also. Clarifying argument, got it ya? Got it? Got it? Everyone got it? Adnan?
Great, sir.
Oh, Mr. Agung. Clarifying arguments in giving more explanation. We have our master here, ya.
No, I'm just spy.
Sorry. Okay, we continue. Clarifying arguments mean giving more explanation about the facts stated previously. Jadi mengklarifikasi sebuah argumen atau kita menyampaikan sebuah argumen itu setelah kita memberikan pendapat orang sebelumnya kayak gitu. Menurut Mr. Arifin kemarin itu bahwasanya dia bilang begini bahwasanya teknologi itu sudah berkembang sangat baik di Indonesia kayak gitu ya. It's very good improvement in Indonesia. In my opinion, misalnya, after you Mr. Arifin stated, so you have to have your opinion. Giving opinion means providing your personal evaluation of certain topic. Ya. Jadi kita berikan opini-opini kita terkait dengan topik-topik tertentu atau pendapat-pendapat orang tersebut. Below are the expression used. Jadi di bawah ini teman-teman bisa menggunakan expression di bawah ini. Wait a minute. Okay. This is for clarifying your argument or giving opinion. Okay. Can you say this? For clarifying argument, jadi ketika teman-teman membuat argumen misalnya, so to clarify your argument, you may use this word here. I mean that blah blah blah. What I'm trying to say is blah blah blah. What I mean is that blah blah blah. The point that I'm trying to make is blah blah blah. Kayak gitu ya teman-teman ya. That's for clarifying the argument. What about for giving your opinion? Give your opinion to the audience, or how to give your opinion. You may use this one. You may use this expressions here. In my opinion, ITPS is very good institute in Tangerang Selatan or in Indonesia, kayak gitu ya. Gitu. As far as I am concerned that blah blah blah. As I see it, you can use this expression. I mean, yeah, you may use this expression there. Therefore, clarifying argument and giving opinion. Got it, Mas Fajar, Mas Doni, and others? Yeah.
Roger.
All right. Okay. If you have any question, please. Next. So after you clarifying the argument and giving opinion, you have to give the example to the audience, referring back to the audience, and summarizing a topic. Yeah, giving your example, referring back, and summarizing a topic. Let's see this one. Okay. Just for giving example, you can see that. For example, do not only use for example. If you wanna give the example, do not only say for example. Yeah, you may use another one here. For instance, yeah, a good example of this is or as illustrations, bisa juga kita menggunakan ilustrasi untuk memberikan contoh, itu bisa menggunakan ilustrasi. To give you an example, you may use this one, the expression. Let me give you an example to illustrate this one. That's the expression for giving the examples in your presentation. Jangan sampai nggak ada apa example atau memberikan contoh di dalam sebuah presentasi, jangan sampai nggak ada kayak gitu loh. Ya, got it? The next one, referring back. Referring back. Jadi mengingatkan kembali, kita balik lagi ke yang sudah kita omongkan sebelumnya kayak gitu ya, pada teman-teman kayak gitu. As I mentioned earlier that blah blah blah. Let's go back to what we were discussing earlier. Bisa juga seperti itu. Or as I have already described, atau seperti yang telah saya deskripsikan sebelumnya, bahwasanya bla bla bla. Jadi teman-teman bisa referring back or summarizing a topic. Jadi teman-teman juga after you discuss your point to the audience, you have to summarize your topic there. Before I move on, sebelum saya lanjutkan ke next slide atau maybe to the next topic, I would like to summarize the main points here, or I would like to summarize this point first. Jadi saya sebelum saya pindah ke penjelasan selanjutnya, saya mau summarize how to say summarize in Indonesia, meringkas ya, meringkas. Saya mau meringkas dulu nih poin yang sudah kita bahas barusan, kita mau ringkas dulu kayak mana sih, kayak gitu. Let me briefly recap the main issues. Kayak gitu. You may use these expressions, or I would like to review what I have explained so far. Atau saya akan mereview terkait dengan apa yang setelah saya jelaskan tadi. Or you may use another expression, guys. You may use I would like to review, or I would like to ask you what I have explained so far. Saya mau mau mengingatkan kembali terkait dengan apa yang telah kita bahas tadi. I would like to recall you maybe, as I did so far in this class ya. What I did, what we already learned in the last meeting. That can be summarizing a topic from the last meeting in this meeting. Okay, got it ya? That's for giving example, referring back, and summarizing a topic. What about to the next one? I can use in this presentation. This is the sentence in presentation. You may use. Okay, Mas read it.
So that's the background and the reason why we develop the system. Let's move on the next point, and please take a closer look at the information center it's left. As I mentioned before, the information center was set up there years ago to assist visitor to explore the museum.
Okay. We don't want to translate one by one ya. We only focus on the word or the sentence that I already bought it ya, yang sudah saya tebalin itu ya. Let's move on to the next point, and also as I mentioned before, itu poin daripada apa itu? Bagian daripada tipe yang mana itu? Tipe signposting yang mana?
Gimana, Sir?
Itu bagian dari signposting yang mana? Let's move on to the next point, and also as I mentioned before. Tadi kan ada beberapa tipe daripada signposting itu kan? I'll recall you ya. I'll show you the slide. Okay, I'll show you the slide. The first one, yeah, Starting point and what is coming. Ya. TP signposting itu yang pertama itu teman-teman harus starting a point and what is coming. Ya. The second one, moving on and start to another point. TP kedua itu. The second type of signposting. Ya kan? The third one, finishing a point. Jadi setelah kalian bahas, kalian tuh berikan signal kepada kepada audience to finish the point, the first point or second point or the other points. Okay. And the next one, stating and referring to the fact. Gitu ya. Itu poin selanjutnya dari tipe selanjutnya. Yang ini bagian apa? Let's move on to the next point. Itu bagian daripada mana? Tipe yang mana?
Yang tadi starting terus is coming and is coming itu apa sih?
Oh, starting and what is coming.
Yeah.
Starting and what is coming. So that's background. Okay. Jadi after you in this part here, in the first part here, it can be starting the point ya. Mr. Nurul ya. Starting the point and what is coming. Can be that. Let's move on to the next point. Can be that. As I mentioned before, this is can be that. Okay, thank you ya. Next. What about this one? So let me give you a brief overview of the new project. Our main goals are to collect, analyze, just focus on the word that I already bloated. Our main goals are to collect, analyze, and inform the members of the academy so everything can be conducted smoothly. That's part of
Review point.
Sorry.
Review singkat. Ringkasannya, Pak.
Oke, ringkasan daripadanya ya. Jadi summarizing ya. Let me give you a brief overview. Summarize itu bagian daripada summarize-nya tadi itu. Yang kita bahas terakhir tadi itu kan. This is you may use this one in the presentation. So let me give you a brief overview of the new project. Our main goals are to collect, analyze, and inform. Kayak gitu ya. Get it? Next. Let's now turn to the next issues, such as and furthermore. Kita pakai untuk apa ini? Let's now turn to the next issues.
Itu opinion.
Moving on to the next thing. Moving on to the next thing. Okay.
Yang opinion
Mana sih tadi?
itu
Benar nggak? Moving on and start to another point, ya kan? Jadi there's a part of this one. There's part of this point. No. Okay. Ya, get it ya. Next. So in the presentations, in your presentations, you may talk about some issues that happen in that country, in that village, or talking about some issues that happen in the business. Ya. Jadi kita bisa menggunakan isu-isu tertentu, kita bisa membicarakan terkait dengan isu-isu tertentu dalam sebuah presentasi. But still related to your topic, to your project. Ya, masih terkait dengan itu ya. Masih terkait isu-isu terkait dengan topik kalian atau terkait dengan project kalian. Jadi isunya masih berkesinambungan dengan itu. Oke. Okay, let's see for how to talk about the issues. how to start to talk about the issues here. Okay. First, I think we need to identify the problems here. Jadi kan ada problem, isu itu kan sebuah problem ya kan. So to talk about the issue, you have to set how to let's think. We need to identify this problem, or let's think we need to clarify these problems misalnya. Ya itu ya the first one ya. The second, the second expressions to talk about the issues, you may use this one. Wait a minute. We have to clarify some points before we move on. Jadi, ada beberapa isu, jadi kita harus klarifikasi kayak gitu. Ya, we have to clarify some points before, sebelum kita pindah ke poin selanjutnya atau topik selanjutnya, we have to clarify first. We have to clarify first about these issues. Kayak gitu. That you may use this one. Or we should deal with the problem of increasing compliance kayak gitu. Jadi kita harus deal with. Jadi kita harus deal with. How to say deal with? Kita harus bisa menyelesaikan masalah tersebut ya. Deal with the problem. Kayak gitu ya. We should deal with this problem of increasing complaint, meningkatnya komplainan itu. Jadi kita harus deal with this. Gitu. Jadi kita harus benar-benar perhatikan. We have to pay attention, bisa juga seperti itu. We have to pay attention to the problem of increasing the complaints. You may use these expressions. What about the next one? How shall we cope with complex advertising practice? Okay. Anyone knows what's cope with? Ayo. Coba deh cari cope with. Coba cari cope with. Mas Wendy, sehat? Rodok ngantuk katanya.
Alhamdulillah, Pak. Barusan baru masuk lagi, Pak.
Oh.
Menanggulangi, ya. Bagaimana menanggulangi kompleks advertising practice. Plastik. Jadi bagaimana sih cara kita sama sih, hampir sama dengan sama deal with atau clarify atau identify, bisa juga seperti itu. Ya. Next. What about tackle? Tackle. Why? The question is why we don't tackle the communication problems. What is tackle means? Tackle. Yeah. Sorry. Ayo apa lu? Ayo, come on. Mengatasi communication problems. Can be that. Okay. Why we don't tackle the communication problems? Kenapa sih? Bagaimana kita why don't we tackle? Kenapa kita tidak bisa mengatasi the communication problems daripada komunikasi tersebut? Okay. That's You may use this one. You may use this expression for talking about some issues ya. Misalnya ada problem dalam komunikasi, dalam praktis advertising-nya seperti apa. Ada komplain, itu kan juga sebuah isu kayak gitu ya. Ya. Okay, next. If we don't take care of this problem now, we will face more problems soon. Nah, kalau kita nggak take care atau kita nggak perhatiin
terkait dengan problem sini, kita nggak pay attention to this problem, maka kita nggak akan kita akan punya ketemu dengan problem yang selanjutnya kayak gitu. We will face more problems, dan kita akan banyak mendapatkan problem secepatnya itu. Dalam waktu yang dekat kita akan dapat banyak problems. You may use this, you may use this expression to talk about some issues. Yeah. Next. You may use solve, yeah, the word solve, you may use this one. Next. Referring to other points. Referring to other points itu misalnya ada sebuah masalah, if for example there is a problem, so you give the solution. Referring back, give your solutions there. That's referring to other points. Gitu. With respect to the issue, we provide several solutions. So, with regard, jadi bisa teman-teman tuh bisa menggunakan ini for referring to other points. According to, connection with, ya, and concerning, bisa juga seperti itu. For referring to other points. What about for reporting bad news and good news? Ya, remember ya, in the presentation we have to give good news and bad news. Jangan sampai nggak ada itu. Jadi harus seimbang. Ada bad newsnya, ada good newsnya, ada manfaatnya, ada strength-nya, ada kekuatannya, ada kelemahannya, kayak gitu. Jadi harus lengkap. You have to report bad news and good news. How to report bad news and good news? Use these expressions for talking about the bad news. You may use this one. You may use this expression. Sadly, will not be able to. Sayangnya, kayak gitu ya. Sayang banget kita nggak bisa melakukan ini. It is unfortunate that, unfortunately, gitu ya. Nah, in presentation you may say that sadly we will not be able to increase our sales today, or in this month sadly we will not be able to increase our sales. Sayang sekali kita di di bulan ini kita nggak bisa menaikkan tingkat sales kita. Unfortunately, sayangnya bisa juga. Ya, sadly, unfortunately it's same ya, same. The number of complaints keep increasing. Jumlah daripada komplainan para customer itu makin meningkat kayak gitu. Yeah, that's for bad news ya. If you wanna talk about the bad news, what about good news? Give them by using this expression. The good news is blah blah blah. I'm pleased to say that. You'll be happy to know that. In presentation, you may say that the good news is we will be able to increase our sales. Or you will be happy to know that the number of complaints has reduced. Get it? For reporting bad news, you may remember sadly, you may use the word sadly or unfortunately. For the good news, you may use I will be happy, or I'm pleased, or the good news is gitu ya. Get it? Okay, it's time for prayer maghriban in di Tangerang ya. Maghriban ya wong Jawa ya. Maghriban sih. We may take a rest first for about 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. Maybe we continue after that. Okay?
Okay, sure.
Maghrib sih Mas.
Ya, maghrib.
Nggih. Kula imami nggih.
Nggih. Okay, guys. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have you finished your prayer, guys? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sudah selesai sholatnya semua? Sudah, Pak. Sudah? Oke. Yang lain udah? Mas Atta udah? Ya udah? Pak Nurul udah? Fadli, Dinda, dan lain-lain?
Sudah, Pak.
Oke. The last one we talk about reporting bad news and good news. And the next one expressing possible outcomes. Jadi kita mengekspresikan apa namanya itu outcome yang memungkinkan. Nah, cara kita bisa menggunakan ini, we may use this one. We will conduct the research as soon as possible. Also, we will not the expression you may use we will not. There will be kayak gitu. Oke. Got it? Jadi teman-teman only you only focus on this one. We will not. That's for expressing possible outcome. Jadi keuntungan yang memungkinkan yang kita dapatkan itu mungkin seperti ini, seperti ini. Oke. Mas Fikri, you may can you soon gitu dong. And the next one we talk about the numbers ya. Of course in business ya pasti ada namanya numbers yang kita tunjukkan ya. Ya jumlahan atau semacam persentasenya berapa gitu. So here coba during a presentation it is possible that the presenters provide some statistic ya. Belajar statistik kan semuanya that's all numbers, right? Statistic is that all numbers. So contain some numbers. So the number is provided to give some evidence of certain topic. Jadi numbers tersebut itu menyediakan beberapa bukti, some evidence of certain topic of presentations. What about in business presentation? Number are common ya. Jadi sudah umum dalam sebuah presentasi bisnis itu ya. Itu sudah umum to be delivered in the presentations. However, not all presentation provide number. Enggak semua bisnis untuk dalam presentasi sebuah bisnis itu dalam presentasi sebuah produk memperkenalkan sebuah produk tidak mulu-mulu selalu kita cantumkan numbers atau statistik. But the common one usually the businessmen or businesswomen usually to introduce their product usually use numbers. Long numbers are usually difficult to understand. Jadi kalau numbersnya terlalu panjang atau terlalu banyak kayak gitu ya, mungkin akan susah dimengerti sama audiens. Jadi nggak usah panjang-panjang numbersnya, cukup dikit aja kayak gitu. And if there is a number in your presentation, say the number slowly and clearly. Ya, jadi apa namanya itu ucapkan numbers tersebut secara pelan-pelan and clearly dan secara jelas. Oke. Example. Ada 80% there are 80% of female employees that bla bla bla. Jadi teman-teman tuh cukup tunjukkan ini saja, nggak usah panjang-panjang numbers-nya sampai 8.000 million atau misalnya kalau there is billion misalnya you only read this one, you only write this 1.7 BN 1.7 BN or 1.7 billion kayak gitu ya, or 335 square meters. Therefore, talking about numbers, jadi teman-teman only saw this one 70, or yeah, that's based on your topic ya. Got it ya? Nggak usah panjang-panjang kalau numbernya mah. And of course, in your presentation, you might provide visuals like chart kayak gitu, or pictures. You may use this. Visuals, what is visuals? Nah, ini maksudnya daripada visuals. I think you already know what is visual. Visual are essential in business presentations, especially in foreign language. The information in visual is memorable and helpful to describe important message. Jadi informasi terkait dengan visual tersebut itu cukup memorable ya, and helpful, dan memungkinkan untuk membantu para audiens teman-teman to describe important message, untuk mendeskripsikan sebuah pesan-pesan tertentu, pesan-pesan penting. Type of visual. Type of visual tuh tipe-tipe daripada visual tuh bisa like PowerPoint that we use today. PowerPoint bisa. Or in the PowerPoint you put the poster, maybe poster or picture or the paper there. You may use that, ya. Dalam mempromosikan sebuah produk atau perusahaan atau apa, sebuah institusi, universitas, biasanya kan menggunakan itu kan. Bisa slideshow, bisa presentasikan, atau bisa kita sebarkan ke orang-orang ya, kayak gitu kan. Yang kita taruh di jalan juga itu apa namanya, spanduk ya kan. You may use that. But for in the presentation, the common one we use PowerPoint ya. In the presentation we use PowerPoint or a picture to show that this is our university. Kamu bisa kuliah di sini dengan kayak gitu ya, yang menunjukkan foto or poster, another poster kayak gitu. Oke, got it. Best type of visual: PowerPoint, poster, picture, or paper. How to introduce the visual? How to introduce the visual? Gimana caranya kalau kita dalam bahasa Inggris kita mengenalkan visual tersebut dan menjelaskannya? For introducing the visual, you may use this. You may use this one. You may use this expression. From the slide, you can see that there are two options. Di slide tersebut tuh ada dua opsi nih kayak gitu. You may use this one. And the next one, I will do quick breakdown on flip chart. If you saw the flip chart in PowerPoint, gitu ya, flip chart dalam PowerPoint, maka teman-teman bisa, you may use this expression. I will do a quick breakdown for you on the flip chart. Kayak gitu. If you use the graphs, so you may use this expression. This graph shows the increasing numbers of customer. Jadi dalam PowerPoint tersebut tuh kalian tunjukkan graphs misalnya kayak gitu, maka kalian kalian kenalkan kepada audiensnya, introduce to your audience how this graph is, what is the graph is kayak gitu. So you may use this one. This graph shows the increasing number of customer. How to explain it. Misalnya untuk mau menjelaskan terkait dengan chart yang ada tersebut gitu, maka teman-teman bisa bilang untuk menjelaskannya, first of all, let me quickly explain the chart. Let me quickly explain the chart. Yeah. First of all, let me quickly explain the chart. And next one, you may use this one. You can see the different colors if there are some colors there are some colors in your slide. You may use that. You can see the different color are used differentiate dengan cara yang baik. Warna, ada beberapa warna dengan warna yang berbeda, digunakan dengan cara yang berbeda. Terus seperti itu. That's for explaining the visual ya. If you use the graph, if you look at the graph more closely, jika kalian lihat graph itu lebih dekat, you will notice some interesting features. Kalian bisa ngelihat, kalian akan terperangah bahwasanya di situ tuh ada beberapa features yang sangat menarik kayak gitu. Oke, get it ya. Next. Using adverb or adjective to highlight important point. Jadi teman-teman juga bisa menggunakan adverb untuk apa namanya? Untuk meng-highlight sebuah informasi. Teman-teman harus menggunakan adverb atau adjective ya. Kata adverb atau adjective. Remember kan ya? Adjective atau adverb. I believe misalnya. Kalau point atau fact tertentu, I believe this fact is extremely important. Ya. Ya, ini yang saya boldkan di sini tuh adverb sama adjective ya. I would be completely wrong. Nah, completely sama wrong. Jadi adverb plus adjective. Ya. We look at the first design and we think it was totally unacceptable. Itu totally and unacceptable itu adverb ketemu adjective. And also in the presentation, in the content of presentation, we have to talk about the trend. Jangan lupa tuh tren-tren yang terjadi itu pada saat ini. Misalnya kita bahas terkait dengan YouTube itu, yang trending di YouTube itu apa sih kayak gitu. Terus sudah bisa kelihatan kan, oh yang banyak orang lihat tuh seperti ini common one. That's the example ones. The division of statistic or in graph chart or jadi itu division statistik dalam graph atau chart or diagram. It is important for presenter to describe the trend clearly. Teman-teman, itu sangat penting bagi para pembicara untuk mendeskripsikan sebuah tren yang terjadi secara clear. Trend doesn't only consist of increase or decrease. Jadi tren itu enggak mulu-mulu terkait dengan kenaikan sebuah misalnya harga barang misalnya atau penurunan harga barang, tidak selalu seperti itu. Ya, so talk about the change or significant, atau bisa tren tersebut tuh bisa kita bahas terkait dengan sesuatu hal yang berubah. Tren yang berubah atau suatu keadaan yang berubah atau peningkatan sebuah kasus kayak gitu, signifikansi sebuah kasus. Itu tren terjadi ya. In describing trend you may use adverb and verb or adjective and noun. Jadi untuk mendeskripsikan sebuah tren yang terjadi, teman-teman bisa menggunakan kata adverb atau adjective dan juga noun. Kita bisa lihat di sini. The budget increased slightly last month. Hey. Lo. Itu yang adverb ketemu verb atau adjektif ketemu noun gitu ya. That's for talking about the trend ya. Jadi teman-teman dalam presentasi, dalam business presentation, of course you have to talk about the trend. Just remember that. Okay, conclusions. Signposting is used to connect the ideas during the presentation. Jadi signposting itu yang sudah kita bahas tadi ya, beberapa tipe tadi itu itu kita gunakan untuk menghubungkan beberapa idea di dalam sebuah presentasi. Umumnya, it gives guidance to the audience about the content of presentation. Pada umumnya itu signposting itu biasanya sebagai petunjuk atau guidance to the audience about the content of presentation, terkait dengan konten atau isi daripada sebuah presentasi. And types of signposting in presentation including, remember this one ya guys. Types-nya itu seperti yang kita sudah bahas tadi. Say what is coming. The first one. Move on to the next point. Second one. Start sections. Third one. Finish a section. The fourth one. Refer back. Referring back. The sixth one. The fifth one. And summarize the point. Yeah. Summarize the point. The sixth one. And state and refer to the fact. Give opinion. And clarify argument and give examples. These are the types of signposting, yeah, guys. It is also important to use some time signal during the presentation to give clarity. To give clarity about the topic that is being presented. Nah, ini sangat penting untuk menunjukkan kepada audiens itu terkait dengan apa yang kita bahas, terkait dengan topik yang kita bahas. And there are several signposting phrases that are used to explain some issues in detail, including signposting to talk about difficult issues, refer other topic, add ideas for good, bad news and good news, and explain possible outcome. Those phrases are used to explain some specific topic in presentation. Similar with other phrases, signposting, its function is just to give clarity. Jadi frasa yang kita bahas itu, frasa atau expression yang sudah kita bahas tadi itu, its function berfungsi untuk memberikan penjelasan kepada audiens through the presentation, dalam presentasi kayak gitu ya. And what about the visual? For the visual, play very important part in presentation, as it aims to help the audience understand clearly about the content in presentation. Jadi visual itu play important part. Jadi sangat penting dalam sebuah presentasi itu. Yang ditunjukkan untuk apa? Untuk membantu audience understand clearly, memahami secara jelas terkait dengan konten yang kita presentasikan. Itu bisa masuk bisa grab ya, visual itu bisa grab chart, image, or poster. Some media yang lain tuh bisa flip chart, screen, PowerPoint, or whiteboard that can be utilized to provide the visual. Kayak gitu ya. I think enough ya. If you have any question, please ask me. Fikri Ahmad, belum absen Pak?
Present.
Okay. If you have any question, please. If you have no question, continue to absent ya. Ada yang nggak hadir nggak?
Ada sih.
Ayo ke kelasnya ya. Wait a minute.
Kok nyari yang nggak hadir loh, Pak?
Nah, iya ya, soalnya yang hadir mah ngapain dicari lagi, kalau yang hadir mah yang kita cari enggak hadir.
Nice.
Nggak usah hadir aja biar dicariin.
Jangan gitulah. Oke, kita absen dulu ya dari sistem informasi. Fahrul Rahim.
Present.
Present ya Fahrul Rahim. Adinda Lutfia Balkis. Adinda ada enggak? Kayaknya tadi izin deh dia.
Zoom ada, tapi nggak nyala.
Hadir di Zoom tuh, Pak.
Oh ada, ya udah hadir ya. Oke. Muhammad Soleh, ketua kelas nih ya. Mas Soleh, oke. Oh, siap. Adrian Satria Karim.
Ada Pak, hadir.
Kok Mas Rifki banyak sih?
Itu Mas Sesa screenshot pas lagi makan Pak, terus dikasih ini. Pelanggaran Pak.
Oh, pelanggaran ini. Wah, wah.
Fans sama dia.
Oh, fans. Fajar sama Atta sama profilnya. Next, Salsa Dwi Agustina. Andrian Satria Karim ada ya? Oh, ada. Oke. Salsa yang izin siapa? Salsa izin. Oke, kita move on to TI, Teknologi Information. Raka Fadila Alfarizi, halo, sorry. Raka Fadila Alfarizi, nothing. Abdullah Huzaifi,
Hadir Pak.
oke. Rifki Algi Fauzan, nothing. Nothing.
Present Pak.
Oh, present.
Present Pak. Misalnya.
Oke. Reza Nur Arifin, present. Mana orangnya? Oh, ada ya. Oke. Lagi di podcast Mas Dedi sih, jadi nggak kelihatan. Leonis Firdaus.
Hadir Pak.
Ahmad Owi. No, nothing. Oke. Topan Firdaus. Nothing. Oke. Fadli Marcelo Manalu.
Present, sir.
Oke. Wow. Atta Esa Nugroho, present. Oke. Mas Tony Wahyudi, present. Singgi Prasetyo,
Present.
Mas Singgi? Oh iya ada ya. Oke. Fajar Kurniadi, present. Ridwan Prasetya.
Present sir.
Oh iya, Mas Ridwan. Rifki Setiawan.
Present sir.
Iya, banyak ya. Eka Prasetya Ramadhani, nothing. And Samsul Kurniawan, nothing.
Semester 1 kayaknya.
Oh, pindah ke semester 1.
Kan semester 1 beliau nggak ikut Pak. Jadi mungkin beliau fokus di semester 1 dulu.
Oh gitu.
Soalnya kan jamnya tabrakan.
Oh, dia ikut semester 1.
Iya. Mungkin dia bingung mau ikut semester 1 atau semester 3.
Oh gitu. Oh, bisa gitu ya? Oke.
Soalnya beliau
Dulu masuknya
di semester
semester 2.
Dulu masuknya semester 2, sekarang karena semester ganjil ya?
Iya.
Oh, jadi ngikut. Oke.
Pusing.
Oke. Padahal ini hari Kamis ya. Itu kan kalau sore sih sama-sama sore ya, sama-sama sore jadinya ada kelas kayak gitu. Oke. Next. Ada yang belum dipanggil namanya? Dari TI. Dari TI.
Share.
Ada yang belum dipanggil namanya?
Aman, Sir.
Aman ya. Oke. Mas Fikri itu di mana? Fikri Ahmad.
SI, Pak.
SI ya? Tadi ada nggak saya panggil?
Ada. Ada.
Iya ada, maksudnya tadi saya panggil nggak gitu? Enggak ya?
Dipanggil kok.
Enggak,
Pak.
Pak.
Enggak.
Panggil, Pak.
Kenapa? Dipanggil kok.
Iya sih.
Iya, nggak usah sebut. Iya. Keep smiling, please.
Oke, continue. Oke, biar selesaikan masalah Mas Fajar sama Mbak Nurul ya. Saya nggak mau ikut,
Orang-orang baik.
saya nggak mau ikut campur dah. Saya sudah dimarahin tadi juga, udah tegur.
Urusan dapur, Pak.
Iya, urusan dapur, aduh bahaya nih. Oke, next. Kita lanjut ke IF. Wendy Nur Hermansa.
Urusan.
Oke, Mas Wendy ya. Tegar Muhammad Rifki. Hadir. Present. Aldi Setiawan.
Present, sir.
Oh iya, Mas Aldi. Oke. Nurul Fauzia. Rizky Algi Fauzan. Udah nggak ada ya? Nah.
Rizky Gilang.
Oh iya, Rizky Gilang Wijaya. Amin.
Itu cuti, Pak.
Oh iya, cuti ya. Allahu Akbar. I'm so sorry. I'm blank today. I'm really blank today. Okay, but thank you very much for your attention this meeting. Even harus semangat ya teman-teman. Next week ya. Keep your spirit. Keep it up your spirit. Jangan lemes lah. Jangan lemas, semangat. Kayak gitu ya. Walaupun kerjaan banyak tetap semangat. Kayak gitu ya.
Siap,
Oke?
Pak.
Oke. Jangan lupa makan yang banyak. Ngopi yang cukup. Oke, thank you very much. And for upload this material in the e-learning, inshallah after this for the fifth meeting ya, ini fifth meetingnya pertemuan kelima kan ini? The fourth meeting I already uploaded in e-learning. You may download it. But the activity I didn't upload it. Only the material. I mean, only the PowerPoint that I already upload. For the activity, I think you already have, yeah. I think you already have. That's for the PowerPoint the material that I uploaded, yeah. And for today's material, I will upload after this. Okay. Nggak apa-apa lah pencitraan, kan ada orang ada orangnya di sini sekalian saya bilang. Oke ya Mbak Nurul ya. Dan teman-teman ya biar pada tahu semua. Jadi setelah ini jadi teman-teman bisa download kayak gitu ya.
Oke, sure.
Oke. Please turn on your camera and I will take picture. I mean I screenshot first and I send to the group. 1, 2 1, 2, 3. Mas Fikri kemarin kemana, Mas Fikri Ahmad? Mas Fikri kemarin kemana?
Saya minggu kemarin lembur, Pak.
Lembur. Oh,
Iya.
nggak ngomong.
Jadi seminggu lembur.
Oh gitu. Ngomong ya lain kali ya, nggak apa-apa kalau lembur mah.
Oke, siap. Baik, Pak.
Oke, ayo coba nyalain kameranya dulu sebentar semuanya. Oke, 1, 2. Mas Ridwan matiin mulu. 1, 2, 3. Oke, yang saya dapat aja sekarang. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much everyone. See you next meeting for the activity, for the assignment. For the assignment, I will send to the group. Yeah, I will send to the group.
Oke, share. Yang 2 belum ngerjain.
Nah, yang belum ngerjain tuh, syukur alhamdulillah ada yang jujur ya. Masalahnya, nah later on after this I will cross check ya siapa aja yang sudah, siapa aja yang belum. Jadi saya bisa ngelis nih siapa yang sudah, siapa yang belum kayak gitu.
Di sini, Pak.
Nah, nanti Mas Fajar listin ya. Mas Fajar listkan, termasuk Anda kan belum itu.
Baik, Pak. Nanti saya list. Soalnya masa saya ngelis belum ngerjain kan nggak lucu.
Oke, thank you very much everyone.
Oke, ya welcome,
Have a nice day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kalau wassalamualaikum itu bisa ditu gitu nggak sih, Pak?
Apa?
Kalau assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh bisa ditu gitu aja nggak, Pak?